My favorite book in existence is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. The knowledge in this book is so powerful that it survived over 2,000 years of war, plague, famine, and civilizations rewriting history. And interestingly enough, Marcus Aurelius wrote the majority of the wisdom in here while he himself was living through a pandemic known as the Antonine Plague. Marcus Aurelius serves as a prime example that even in the worst of circumstances, we still have the power to do what's right and cultivate our own inner peace amidst the storm. So here are some of the Stoic quotes and practices I'm implementing in my day-to-day life to help me not only survive through the pandemic, but thrive. Circumstances don't make the man. They only reveal him to himself. We will remember this time for the rest of our lives. When we look back at this unique moment, what would we like to remember? Spending hours on end eating junk food and binging Netflix, or making the most of this time fate gave us to do the things we've always wanted? Now nobody is asking you to go discover the laws of physics like Newton did, but there's never been a better time to do the things you'd promised yourself you'd do, if only you had the time. Now more than ever, the thing we've gained most is time. Now that you're stripped of all the excuses of everyday life and not having enough time, it's just you and opportunities. In a lot of ways, life has become simpler. You've been stripped bare. What has been revealed? Love the hand that fate deals you and play it as your own, for what could be more fitting? Don't be so quick to forget that only a few short weeks ago, as our lives were normal and uninterrupted, we were still busy wishing for our lives to be different. Let this serve as a reminder to stop taking our current circumstances for granted. There's an opportunity cost on our time. Any time spent not loving and accepting our own fate is time poorly spent. Things could be different, and maybe it'd even be nicer if things were different. But they're not. It's time to make peace with that. Every morning as I wake, the first thing I do is take pause and reflect on the significance of the fact that I was lucky enough to wake up. Now more than ever, it's important to practice gratitude, for fate has granted us another day of life. All over the world, there are thousands of people who didn't get to wake up this morning. Let this define what you do with the day you've been given. This is our big mistake, to think we look forward to death. Most of death is already gone. Whatever time is past is owned by death. Nothing about our current situation feels normal. Yet before I even heard of this virus, I was constantly taking any normal day for granted. But those days are owned by death now. The only time we have guaranteed is the moment right here and right now. Don't let it pass without first reflecting on the significance of it and giving it your thanks, because it is in these moments that we are truly alive. We now know all too well how quickly life can be turned upside down. Things could get worse. For all we know, another catastrophe could be right around the corner. There may come a time in the future where you feel that you took this lockdown for granted. Don't let any more time pass on to death without giving it a proper sorting first. Something I regularly add to my mornings is the practice of keeping a gratitude journal. A simple list of things I'm grateful for is a low effort and high impact way of reflecting and appreciating the things that I'm lucky enough to have for the day. I'm constantly surprised by how such a simple practice allows me to move through the day with a greater sense of purpose and gratitude. Don't underestimate it. Difficulty shows what men are. Therefore, when a difficulty falls upon you, remember that God, like a trainer of wrestlers, has matched you with a rough young man. Why? So that you may become an Olympic conqueror. But it is not accomplished without sweat. Anything worth having is earned, not bought. The ability to callous your mind to the storm of life is no exception. So time to get sweating. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. These are probably the most uncertain times we've ever lived through. Graduations, birthday parties, weddings, and even entire religious holidays canceled. Nothing is guaranteed anymore. The future seems daunting. Nothing is certain. But this uncertainty of the future is empowering. It allows us to fully appreciate the here and now. Luckily, when it's time to face your daunting future, your weapons of reason that are with you right here and right now will be there to help you confront it head on. Objective judgment now at this very moment. unselfish action now at this very moment, willing acceptance now at this very moment of all external events. That's all you need. With the media turning this into the clickbait Olympics and the very real threat looming over us and our loved ones day after day, it's very easy to slip into feelings of panic and anxiety. It's more important than ever to have the ability to deploy objective judgment and acceptance of the situations we face. Without it, we'll devolve into feeling overwhelmed with negative emotions on top of our problems. This doesn't mean that we should strive to become emotionless robots. It means that we should ruthlessly ask ourselves, is the energy I'm bringing to this making things better or worse? In other words, if something can be done about a problem, why worry about it? And if nothing can be done, why worry? An infected mind is a far more dangerous pestilence than any plague. One only threatens your life. The other destroys your character. Take a moment and think about the significance of this statement. An ancient man tasked with leading the Roman Empire through a plague with no modern medicine available and virtually no knowledge on how diseases work, claiming that an infected mind is far more dangerous than a deadly plague. Nothing great is accomplished when people are overwhelmed with emotions and anxiety. Marcus Aurelius was wise enough to understand that without the strength of character, a pestilence will be the least of your problems. We will conquer the threat that faces us today. Humans have battled diseases since the beginning of time, and every time humanity has won. But not without first conquering the battle within. Only when we have the power to control ourselves will we be able to take the right course of action and conquer the threats that face us today and forever.